Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's racing action here for TTML Division 5, and we are here at the Hungarian Grand Prix tonight, which is 14 turns. It is 4.381 kilometers, 2.738 miles, and it is a hard circuit on this game. I am James Boyle and I'm going to be with you tonight for commentary, and alongside me as always is Oliver.
Hello guys, Oliver Dresden here, also known as NSR Pride 22, and I'm gonna join James here tonight for 35 laps around Hungarian, and of course this 18-minute qualifying. And Hungarian, not a very famous track. Personally, I like it. I think it is underrated. Decent chance for rain here, and I am a rain lover. So, personally hoping for some rain to see here tonight. What about you?
Yeah, I really do like the rain around here. I think it's an interesting circuit with the rain, and I feel like it's going to be a great race tonight around here. Well, we're going to give you the championship standings now for everything, and then Oliver has some news that probably all of you already know, but we're going to tell you afterwards.
So if you start with the top 10 and then I take the rest and constructor.
Yeah, that's fine. So let me just... I'm not prepared, which was not good for tonight. So standings wise for the top 10 then, it is Invictus who leads the championship on 107 points. Ranheim second on 75. Liam or Lime on 66. Smitsky on 60. Frivronk on 53 is in 5th. Passels in 6th on 52. Same as Cliff Geese, who's on 52 as well. 8th is Bernard, 9th is Sparks, and 10th is Mika.
Then we got Rogan on fire on 11th in the Racing Point. Right behind him in the Alfa Romeo we have DR Snellfire. Then we got TFB Gabster not driving in the rest of the season. He's currently in Portugal, gonna fight for the European Championship in swimming. In 14th we got Enstar Stormer sharing that place with Tunturi Parina. Then in 16th we got Maxi Saim. 17th is Jeffrey Heine. Then we got reserve drivers Schumann 18, Snoozebox in 19, and Holkenberg in 20. The constructor is currently Red Bull leading with a very big gap, almost 60 points, or over 60 points down to McLaren actually in second. Then in third we got Mercedes with 89 points, Renault in 4th with 75, AlphaTauri in 5th, Racing Point in 6th, in 7th we got Alfa Romeo only 2 points behind the Racing Points, Williams in 8th with 7 points out to Haas in 9th, and then we got Ferrari in 10th with 15 points.
We do indeed, but anyway, you have an announcement to tell everyone.
Yeah, we have an announcement to make. Some of you may know, some of you not know, but the 20th of June TTML is having a charity race night from the, or I'm just gonna have to find a picture again to find the actual date of the and time of the event. It is 6:30 p.m. UK time, Sunday the 20th of June. It will be a race night then, a charity race night for Great Ormond Street Hospital. This is a hospital in London, if I remember right. And here it's not just an ordinary hospital, but they do researches, treatment, and helping children having been born with very rare syndromes. And personally I know a lot about this because I have a sister born with a very rare syndrome. So these syndromes goes mostly like with the bones and skull in the body, and these children will have to go through many surgeries through their life, especially when they're a child and teenager, also maybe when they grow up to be adults. So of course it will be a charity event then, and all the money will go to the hospital, and this money will go to equipment, treatment and researches, because these type of syndromes is you will not see it on test or ultrasounds when the baby's in the mother's stomach. This is not possible to see on any test. You find it out when the baby is born. So all the money that we get will of course then go to this hospital for their research and their treatment and equipment to help children across the world.
That is right. That is right. That's what's going to happen. There it is. By the way, qualifying has just started, so we're going to get that done in a second. Started in a second.
Yeah, we see it's actually raining here in the qualifying also. But then, of course, just remember to subscribe and click the notification bell and set off the date. 20th June, 6:30 p.m. Sunday evening. A few hours with racing. It will be streamed, of course. We will have commentators and many racers driving 25% races. It will probably be. So put off that date and get ready to that. But now we are not in. Yeah, well, I'm home here in Norway and you're home in England. But still, we have taken a trip here to Hungarian in Hungary, right outside Budapest. Just a small drive from Budapest, actually. And we're seeing the drivers getting out on the track ready for qualifying. I think the first car is Cliff G's in his McLaren.
Yeah, it is. It was Cliff out on circuit first. G's out on circuit first. So hopefully we do get some good times. What are you expecting tonight? As it looks like it might be raining in a second, which it is now. Just started.
Of course it's raining, but I said Cliff G's is on the soft tire, so it can be an interesting qualifying. If it would be just dry, I would guess times down on 1:13.6. Maybe, or 1:35. But with this weather, I'm not sure. What about you?
Well, yeah, with this weather, I don't know. I think it's about what you say, about 1:13.6, 1:13.7, maybe 1:13, high 1:13s anyway. But I think every driver trying to come out really early to get one lap on the dry tyres on. I think that is what everyone I think is trying to do here. As you can see, as we go on board with Cliff Geese now, the rain is coming onto the TV camera here that you can see from TV cam.
But of course, still like Cliff Geese, he's the first driver on track. Take maybe, I think Freakpunk, he just started a lap. He will have a better track than Cliff G's because there will be a more dry line. We can also see Snoosboxen, reserved for Ronheim, has already crashed out of turn 2. So really unlucky there for the reserve. See, Cliff G's looks like he's having a good lap here, no invalidation, which is actually not surprisingly if any drivers get it here.
Indeed, he comes out of the last corner now. Let's see what he can do then, because it's a little bit wet, but it's not really wet. It's a 1:20 for Cliff Geese then, and that will be probably the only time we see from the drivers about 1:21, 1:20 on the dries. It's a 1:21.018 there on my screen, a 1:21.5 from Maxi there. We're just waiting to see who's next across the line. That is the new driver. I think we call it.
Yeah, Ferrer.
Ferrer? Yeah, Ferrer.
I think it was from Belgium. Just saw him come in tonight. And is there another reserve? Or Ferrer? Is that maybe Seppe? I think Seppe is what he calls himself in Discord.
Yeah,
probably him.
We've got we have a return reserve driver tonight of Cannonball, so I think he's a reserve driver, so we'll see what he can do as well. But yeah, a few drivers making laps so far.
Liam got wing damage, so he's not setting a time now. But I think it's Silas, he's gonna start a lap. And starting Victus, he's he got wing damage, so his thought lap is done. And so we see some of the good drivers here in Division 5, Liam and Victus, the drivers often fighting about victories. Being ever unlucky early in this qualifying, of course, probably because they're on dry tires and it's raining. But if they don't get a lap time in, seeing maybe Liam and Invictus, for example, all the way down in qualifying, that would be really interesting in a race to see how their performance will be.
Well, indeed, just watching Bernard right now just come back onto circuit after making a little mistake there and letting a few cars past as well. So he's back on the circuit now, he is. But we'll wait to see, because it is wet, but it's not wet enough for the full wet, I don't think, at the moment, or even intermediates. It might be in a couple of seconds, it might. Comments coming through. Yes, indeed, Invictus is driving to somebody who just said is Invictus driving. Funky Chicken says, "Hello lads, I have no sound, so please don't say anything about me," with a laughing faces. So there you go. Hello everybody who is watching as well. As we watch, I'm Silas just invalidated his lap, so we'll not be completing a lap here. Looks like that's done then for qualifying on the dry tyres.
I'm going to take a look at Division 4. They have a very shiny qualifying with the sun, so no rain for them. I'm on board with Snolle at the moment. I'm not sure if he's on a hot lap, but just to check the weather, it's still rain. There's still decent rain.
Yeah, I think Invictus may start at the back. I'm not entirely sure. He's just come out on circuit. Well, Invictus has just come out. He's about to start, I think, a lap in a second when he completes this lap, which he will do. Let me check somebody who's actually on a lap. He's about to cross the line. Cannonball, are you on board with Cannonball? He's about to start his lap. If you want to, you can take us through a lap around this circuit if you want.
Happily, I'll do. Of course, he's going turn 1 now. I'm just gonna get my track map here. And then through this little kink here, it may look like a turn, but on the map it doesn't say this one. So then down to turn 2 here, easy to lock up for a drive without track control. We see Cannonball not having an easy lap here, sliding a little bit. He got an off tire behind him. But then through turn 3, down to turn 4 now. A very hard corner, easy to crash out or get invalidations here. But he doesn't do it. Still a little bit slippery, also on the medium side. Through turn 5, this white curb is in the inside. If you touch that, you're done. And then into the chicane, turn 6 and 7. This is to get some penalties here, and we see Cannonball there spinning around. And I'm just gonna jump on. Is it Silas? No, I'm gonna jump Smitsky because he was right behind on an outlap though. So that's what I'll have to follow.
Well, right now on a lap, breaking into corner 2 is Passels.
Yeah, I can hop on him and keep the lap then going. We see him got Silas in front of him. Oh, really close here. Through turn 3. I think it's an okay lap here. Into turn 4. And he has something at the time a little bit, but he goes a little bit wide and there gets an invalidation. Invictus then, we can watch him. He's going through turn 4 now and does not get an invalidation. Turn 5 then. Can he stay away from the white curb? That's a really close one, but he doesn't touch it. Into turn 6 and 7. No spinning here. He takes it easy. And then through the turn 8, 9, 10, 11. These are not so easy corners to just get the good feeling in between them. Real hard one. But through turn 11 now, almost as it slipped. Can go a little bit wide on that outside actually, but down into turn 12, into the 3rd sector. Is it a spin out here with no traction control and lock up easily here in turn 12. Long time since I've done league race here, but still I remember how bad this track can be in some corners. Through the last corner out to the main straight, and what will it be for Invictus? 5th time, 1:21.5.
Yep, it is indeed. We'll get another slower lap when they go on their formation lap if you want to, like you sometimes do. But yeah, what a lap there. Actually not bad from Invictus there. It still looks wet, but the sun, you can see, is trying to come out of the clouds, so maybe we are having a bit of turn for the best, where there are turn for the worst I was going to say, but that's not the saying I was looking for. But anyway, going to be here because the sun is out. As you can see now, Liam on his lap right now, going around corner 4 and 5. Doesn't hit the white curb on the outside, does he? Yes, he does, but not a lot. Just a tiny little tap there as he heads now into the chicane. He's got a car in front of him who he may need to get past very quickly, and he taps him as he spins. And that is not good there for Liam as he spins, and that will be his lap over for now. Passels is on a lap heading into the penultimate corner. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens on here. But I'm just wondering, do you actually like this circuit?
Personally, yeah.
Okay.
Also reading, just found F1destination.com, got very good site for facts about racetracks. and I found something just quick information for our viewers. Hungarian, the first race here was held in August in 1986, and the first year it actually had an estimated 200,000 fans from all over Eastern Bloc, it says. But it's not one of the most popular tracks because of tight layout, and it's actually the third shortest tracks on F1 calendar and the second slowest one after Monaco. And because of this, there's really not so easy for overtaking, and because of that, many of the drivers and fans don't highly recommend and rate this track. But still, personally, I actually like it. I think that there are some places you can go for overtakes that probably doesn't look like an overtaking possibility, but it is. So for me, I would like say turn 1, 2, 4. Also, you can go side by side through there. I remember Toro Rostos in 2019 did that. You can actually go and dive into turn 6, but really risky one. Then I would prefer doing it into turn 12 or 13 maybe. Those are also corners you can do it in. It isn't easy, but there's a possibility. Let's find a driver on a hot lap then. Invictus is not on a hot lap. Then we get the Williams of Maxi going into the pits also. What about Smitsky? I think I saw Smitsky last lap. Yeah, Smitsky was a driver who went up to P2, 3/10 behind Max time. So, looks like this qualifying is really interesting. Thinking about the weather and actually some drivers being on mediums.
Yeah, it is going to be really interesting. The only driver on the lap right now is Tunturi. Who is heading into the last corner now. 6/10 up he was in the middle sector in his lap, so this could be good enough. Probably 6th or 5th here as he comes out of the last corner and crosses the line and goes second. A 20.7. Let me just check on board with him. It looks like the rain is slowing. It gets a lot slower. It does here. Looks like the rain is a lot slower here, but we'll have to wait and see on this one. But yeah, as you say, it is a very interesting as we look at drivers now on the best tyres right now. The only driver is Cannonball on the mediums. Everyone else has gone for the softs, but would you go on mediums here or would you start with the softs?
Soft. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I would say the strategy here is the soft hard. I know people think about medium hard, but that's far away from me because soft medium is a possibility. But then you will have to stretch the soft tires to. You can't pit earlier than lap 7. But I still wouldn't recommend pitting before lap 8, maybe 9. But then you can take the mediums to the finish, and you will probably finish on those tires around 75-80%, so it will be risky, but it can work, especially if you got an overcast race, because then of course the track will be colder, not so warm, not so harsh on the tires that it would if there were a sunny race. But Cliff G is coming through the last corner now, and he's had a good lap and not so much rain anymore. Let's see what he can take. It's going to be 18.6 here from Cliff G's onto pole position with 2 seconds down to Maxi. So the track is getting better. I can't see any rain anymore. That's lucky for the drivers because look, there are just a few minutes left now. So this is very good for many of the drivers. Sid, I think it was the Miles. He's on an out lap, but there's who's on the start lap? Is just Smitsky maybe?
Yep, just to say Smitsky's exiting the final corner now and is going to start lap.
Let's take a look at him then. Into turn 1. Very hard braking zone. Can be some crashes here. I remember last year in Formula 3 there were many crashes and chaotic races here at Hungarian. And Formula 1 had a very interesting qualifying last year. We got Lance Stroll in P3, and that was the Racing Point show that their car was going to be a fighter a little bit up in the field, and they did the most of the season also show that they are a team fighting for maybe podiums here. But currently now, it's not the Racing Points fighting for podiums. It's Casey Bernard in 5th and his teammate Roy gonna fire then in 15th. So really, not so lucky for the Racing Points at the moment. Smitsky doing a great lap here. I saw he was a little bit up in his time. He's going to 3rd sector now. Let's see how much up on his time is he. He's 3.3 seconds up on his time. If he doesn't mess up these last corners, this will be a pole position at the moment. But of course, there's drivers who can't take that pole position.
It is indeed. Here he comes and out the last corner. What's he going to set here? It is going to be, as the checker, this will probably be his last lap, a 15.649. P number 1 now, he is by nearly. I'll tell you now what it is. It's by 2.9 seconds. And we're looking now, there is a guy on the lap, which is the Miles. And he's just set a purple, his purple anyway, sector 2. Sorry, sector 1, sorry. Let's see then what's happened here. We still have loads on laps right now. Everybody has come out for another try. Invictus on a lap. Is he near the end of his lap? He's just started it, so we'll have to see where he can do here. But let's go back to DeMiles then, who is near the end of his lap now, who enters the penultimate corner now. He does. On board we go. Turns through it very nicely there. He does. Gets a great exit out the corner. He does, and powers his way now up the straight. He does here. Out the last corner he comes now. It's not going to be the quickest lap we're going to see, I don't think, but it'll still be good. It's a 15.7, so still P2. Track is getting drier and Evolution is getting even quicker.
I'm looking for an extra hour and a half lap, and I think it is Invictus actually, because Silas has an invalidation. Invictus does have an invalidation. He's going into the 3rd sector now. Got a race by time running at a 4.5 up on his time. If he keeps this going, it's gonna. Let's see how much he can gain in these last corners. Good second last corner there. Into the last corner now, turn 14, I think it was. Yeah, turn 14. Can he get pole position? Currently pole position up, it's 115.6. He will get a 140.5, and it will be a current pole position. But there are more drivers on half lap. We see Passel coming to the line now. What will he get? It's a 160.0. Then a Renault of Freakmark starting a lap. We got Cliff G starting a lap. We got some Williams drivers. Tenturi, a little bit up in his time. Let's see how much he has improved in this last sector then. It's a P2 for 150.1. What about his teammates, Maxi? Also, let up on this time. It will be 114.9. Takes that P3 from his teammates. And now we got Jason Bernard. Racing Point currently in 8th, now in 4th. Then we got Liam goes into 4th. As a Cannibal, he is standing still. Ferry then. 140.8 takes that P2. Many people taking the P2s. Smitsky invalidation. Silas, a little bit wide there, but I'm not sure. Okay, he's gonna finish his lap, but I don't think it's gonna be any big improvement. It's gonna be a little improvement, but not that much. And now we've got Roger on fire. He has not set a lap time yet. He's currently in P60. What will it be? It will be pole position for the race point driver. He didn't have a lap. The qualifying is out, but now he's on pole position. What about Freakrunk in the Renault? He only improves to 10th. Cliff G's, can he take pole position? He does. He takes it from Roger on fire. He takes it from the Dane with 1/10 of a time, and that is the qualifying. What an ending to that qualifying.
Yes, what an ending indeed. It is, as we say here, Cliff Gee's pole. It's gonna be second with Jordan on fire. Then it is unbelievable.
Wow, my voice at the end there a little bit cracked. The voice there. But we see Roger on fire surprising me a little bit, because I saw he was on a lap. I saw on the graphic or on the map there, but when I went on this car and I saw him going from P15 to P1, absolutely insane. But the qualifying result is Cliff G's in first, with the Dane Roy on fire behind him with 0.085. Then we got an entry Victus in 3rd. The new reserve driver Ferry in 4th. Back to time in 5th. Tenturi in 6th. The Swedish Liam in 7th. Then we got 8 is Katie Bernard, 9 Spitsky, the Miles 10, Frequent 11, Pastel 12, Silas 13, Still 14, 15 is Cannibal, and 16 is Snoozebox. Cannibal and Snoozebox not setting a lap here today. And a really interesting qualifying. It's lost 4 minutes without any rain, and or from start to 4 minutes left there was like a little bit rain, but not that much. But it's a sunny race for the drivers. Do you get to the podium predictions for tonight, James?
Well, it's just to say, as the game now loads me in, it's sunny for the race. That's going to be good then. It is. Just give me 1 second and I will answer you.
I'm just going to take a look. The qualifying in 4th division is also about to finish now. They have had a sunny qualifying, so their times are down on I think it's a 1:13.2 maybe? But we see the formation lap is about to start now. I can take you through my podium prediction. I'm gonna take not totally sure. I think I'm gonna take Cliff G's in 2nd, with Roygaard doing an impressive race, taking that victory with Invictus in 3rd. And then formation lap then, after you have taken your podium prediction.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Cliff Geese will be 1st, Invictus and Liam. Well, over to you then for this slow lap on board with Cliff Geese.
Cliff G's to turn 2 and now gonna go through turn 3. We remember in 2019, as I mentioned, Daniel Kvyat and Alex Albon doing side by side through turn 1, 2, 3 and now into turn 4. Hopefully it will be really interesting to see if we could get anything like that today. Through turn 5 then, with this dangerous right inside curve, it's really slippery, and if you touch a one, you are around. Into the chicane then, turn 6 and 7 is the spin out of that one also. And these next corners, turns 8, 9, not so easy ones, thinking about these curbs here. And then we're gonna go into turn 10 and 11. 11 is almost a flat corner, but you have to lift up the throttle a little bit. Then into 3rd sector, down to turn 12, a heavy braking zone where Kimi Räikkönen had a sliding overtake in 2015 or 16, I think it was. Then through turn 13, kinda easy lock up here for drivers driving with no ABS brakes. And then through the last corner, turn 14, out on the main straight.
Yep, so just to tell everybody, if you didn't already say it, we have Liam in the top 10 who's on the mediums. I mean, everyone else on the softs. We have Silas, Snull and Cannonball on the mediums as well. Snull, actually, I might be, I am, yes, I'm right on that. And Snullboxen in P16 on the hards tonight, which is going to be very interesting to see what happens with the hard today. You can last them quite a long distance in this race. 2 stops tonight will be soft, medium or soft, medium, hard. It depends which one you want. Here we go then. We're moments away from getting this race underway here for your Division 5. Just waiting now for the lights to come on. They should be on in about a couple of seconds time. Here they come then. All 3 are on. Now 4. Now all 5 are on. They wait a long time. Here they are. And now they're underway, and away they go then, do the cards. Good start from Liam, that is there. But Cliff Geese gets the great slingshot, and he's up into the lead. So it's Cliff Geese in the lead still. With Jordan Fire 2nd, but trying, and gets tapped in the back there with Jordan Fire, does by Fee. Furry.
There's a lot of touching down the field here. I think there was almost a spin also. Oh, Ferret challenging it and going around! Oh, and Frequent and Smitsky also having a little bit of touching there.
Cars going everywhere. They were to try and avoid him.
With a Ferry and Invictus went side by side through turn 3, didn't end well.
No, it didn't. And we have I'm Silas around. I'm Silas is around just before the hairpin. Now into the chicane, sorry, just pushed chicane, sorry, and he gets through chicane now, he does cleanly, but it's still the same top three, sorry it is. Then it's Maxi, then it's Tunturi, Liam, Tomitsky for Ronk and DeMiles, and Bernard, and KC Bernard, who are your top 10, here they are. Bernard really trying to get past, here he goes then, on DeMiles, has he made his stick? No he hasn't. Is DeMiles pitting? Yes, DeMiles somehow, for some reason is pitting.
He has wing damage.
There he does, as your leader now is still Cliff Geese from a Jordan Fire from Invictus.
The graphic is so messed up here, so it's hard to say who is in which position at the moment for me.
Same.
Now it's a little bit fixing here. Cliff G is then leading, Roy gonna fire, and Invictus, and then Maxi behind him. And a small gap down to Maxi's teammate fighting with Liam. Liam trying to get that P5. He is on the mediums. It will be a little bit harder for him to get past, but after 5 laps, those soft tires will be done.
Indeed they will, as we are back to normal now. The game has sorted itself out on my side, so we're back to normal. Maxi in 4th here, trying to catch up with the top 3. He is here, but the closest battle in the whole entire field right now is this one right down here. I think it's Fure trying to get past Snowboxon. I think here he is for P number 12, and he looks down the inside but can't do anything there into sector 3, and will have to back off for a second there. He will, as the top lot cross the line.
Yeah, Ferrer and Snoozebox and fighting for P12 here. The DRS is enabled, and the DRS thing on this track is very special because the DRS detection, there are 2 DRS rates with 1 DRS detection point. That DRS detection point is into the last corner, and even like if you get past on the first rate, you will the driver you drove past will not get DRS for the second straight, but you will still have it out of turn 1.
You will, as we're looking a bit further up the field now, and it's the closest battle on circuit now with Invictus right on the back of the Jordan Fire. It feels like to me, I know we've only had like 2.5 laps here, but it feels like to me Jordan Fire is kind of keeping Invictus behind him. From what I can see on board anyway, as I go off board now, it looks like they're quite far away from each other, so that's not the case, but it looked like it was the case for a second there. As here he goes then, does Invictus. Can he make it past with Jordan Fire? Tried it down the little straight there, exiting corner sector 2 into sector 3 there he did, but couldn't make anything stick, as a little late lunge it looks like there from Maxi, who was trying to get past Invictus. I
think Roygaard was just outside the DRS detection. He will not have any DRS. Invictus will have DRS, but Invictus had a bad last corner, and I think it's too far away. But what about Liam on the turret? He's going to send it down the inside into turn 1 on the medium star on the Williams driver, and the Williams driver locks up a little bit, but he is past. Liam is up to 5th position. And Invictus and Roy are going side by side through turn 2. Are going to stick side by side through turn 3. Can Roy going to keep that place? Invictus is not giving up that place. He's going to go side by side into turn 4. He's going to back out. He is not backing out. The touches that Invictus is around. Invictus spins around. And now it's getting overtaken by most of the drivers. Is there any wing damage for the Red Bull driver? There is not. But now here comes Casey Bernard. And that's a second time we've seen spin through that part of the track. Firstly on lap 1 with Farron and Invictus in turn 3, and now Invictus and Roy gonna fire through turn 4.
It was crazy that, to see what happened there. Didn't really see it really on stream. Well, we did see it on stream, sorry, but it looked like to me just a racing incident, but
yeah, I think I would say the same.
Yeah,
but now I'm looking at... What did it say?
I was about to say, I think you're going to say you were looking at Frivronk and Smitsky.
Yeah, I'm looking at Smitsky hunting down Tunturi. Last lap it was Liam taking Tunturi. Can maybe Smitsky do it down to turn 2 now? Does he get a good turn 1? Tunturi gets a better one, and also Free Cook is right on the back here of Tunturi. We see a small NSR train from 6, 7, and 8. And I haven't mentioned we're only 16 drivers today. Of course, we have 3 reserves driving in with us here today: Fevre, Snoozebox, and Cannonball. But except for that, we had many drivers not driving tonight, sadly.
Nearly tried it there. He had a look. He had another look there. Did Freak Vronk into the chicane as well. But he tried it in the hairpin before that and into the chicane. He had a quick look to check if he could get through, but he's now dropped a bit further back just so he can wait a little bit on this lap here. He can, as we have a battle for the lead back up here, then we do, and it's not a battle for the lead, sorry, a battle for fourth now. Maxi has been caught by Liam here, and Liam now is on a charge. He is here to try and get past Maxi. As into the pits comes Woodjord on fire, must have wing damage from his contact there with Invictus. But here we go then, is DRS going to be opened by Liam? Yes it is. And let's see if Liam can close the gap in by the time they get to the first corner. No, they can't. Let's go a bit further down the order then. Let's see if Freak Vronk can do anything on Samitsky. No, he can't. And Tunturi has already pitted as well.
It didn't look like Rogard had any wing damage.
Oh, so it's just a pit stop because it's 5 laps. Then I think, but must be the case. But let's see then, this is a close battle in the top 10 now. Is this one? Liam trying to get past Maxi here. Maxi and Cliff Geese are doing the longer strategy compared to most. Most pit around lap 4 or 5. Some do anyway. They're going to try and go longer, probably maybe 6, 7, do you think? On their tyres?
Yeah, so maybe 6, 7, and I'm not sure if we're gonna actually see any soft medium. Personally, I'm hoping that would be really interesting. But then I think we would wait till lap 8 or 9.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But let's see then what Liam can do here. He's got the DRS detection zone. He's 2 tenths behind as he went into that detection zone. He can now pop the DRS open, and he will do here. Let's see if he can get past. This is going to be easy for Liam here. Down the outside line. This is though it's not an easy move down the outside. Still on the outside line, still hasn't overtaken him, and he's done it. And
wow,
in the back,
beautiful overtake.
And in the background there was Fivronk trying to get past Samitsky. They're still side by side, and he's done it. Fivronk has got past Samitsky. So there.
Beautifully worked there from Liam up to P2 now, and the McLaren's different strategies, and they're currently in first and second position. And of course it is really important for them because they are still trying to hunt down Red Bull's infrastructure, and currently reserve drivers Snoozebox is in P9 and Invictus in P10. So looking good for the McLarens at the moment. At the moment it will be 55 points, I think it is.
Wait, let me just check because we have
Smitsky is staying on the back of Freak Vronk though, but in front of them we got Cliff G's going into the pits. So then Liam will go on to the lead, Max goes into the pits, Freak Vronk stays out, Smitsky goes into the pits, and Passel stays out. So 2 of the drivers who started on soft is staying out. Really interesting strategies here.
It is. Really interesting to see. There it is. Let me just quickly check for you for this season. Yes, so it's 30 for the win, 25 for second. So you are correct. They're in the race anyway. But yeah, closest battle on circuit right now for us anyway is going to be Maxi and. Well, it's not anymore. No, it's not. It's this one here. Side by side they go here. And has Samitsky lost a position out here to Bernard, who's still side by side. They nearly touch there. They do, but don't. And Bernard.
I just realised that Roy got on fire, Invictus, and Tenturi, also Bernard, have put on mediums. So they're playing a medium to the finish as Tenturi got past Bernard.
Yeah, it probably will be a mediums to the finish. If it's not, then they'll probably pit again and put some more mediums on or put the softs on. It depends what they want to do, but I believe these mediums can last you to the end now. But it'd be quite hard going to the end on them, I believe. But anyway, as you can see right now, as they head around, Bernard does now right behind them. But the battle in the top 10 anyway, the closest, is this one, and they're side by side, and it's just 2 teammates. Snowbogson just lets Invictus pass because he knows he's not in this championship at all. He's just reserving in this league.
Roy gonna fire, getting past Snulla. Snulla doesn't even fight against him. Snulla started on the mediums, Roy gonna fresh mediums, and Roygard is actually leading this race because past Liam have not pitted in yet. And see, Roygard did the undercut on Cliff G's actually because Roygard was behind, I think.
He was?
Cliff was leading, maybe, and he pitted 2 laps ago on the mediums. Cliff G stayed out 2 laps more and put on the hards, and it's now a little bit further behind. As we see the half of the grid have penalties at the moment. Smitsky getting past Nussboxen before turn 4, and now also Cliff G is going to try to catch up on Snulle.
Here we go then. Frivronk had a look again, trying to get past Snowboxen into the chicane. Again he can't do it and clips his chicane a bit there and loses a bit of time. There you go on the side of your screen, by the way. 3 for your loads have got 3. The biggest one is DeMiles with 12 and I'm Silas with 6 seconds of penalties, which are the 2 biggest. Everyone else with 3 seconds of penalties, as closing up there was Frivronk to try and get past Snowboxen. There he was, but he isn't going to try as we have a battle for here. We do. Also into the pits, sorry, I think that is, yep, is Passels. So we'll see what happens there with that. But let's go back a second and see if he's going to do it here. It's a DRS train, here it is, but he's going to do it. Down the straight goes Frivronk. Through, past him he goes, but then a late lunge it is going to be late from Tunturi. Has he made his stick on Snowboxen? He does. And what about Bernard? Around the outside goes Bernard, and up into P10 goes Bernard. So Snowboxen, who was in 8th position, has gone down to 10th. Sorry, 11th there.
I can also say that in 4th division, 10 seconds ago, they got a safety car, and they are on lap 7, so a little bit behind us actually.
They are indeed, but we have a nice battle, which we can talk about now. We can between 3rd, 4th, and 5th here.
Yeah, I see it now. It's really close here now, and of course, Cliff G's and Maxi, they are on fresh hards, while Snulle is on old mediums. How do you think their tires are compared right now?
Well, for hards, it takes about 2 to 3 laps to get full temperature into them, but because I think Snull is on like hot tires, I think Snull's a bit compromised in my eyes, because I feel like the ones on the hards have got the better strategy right now and can nearly try and get past here. As Snow, I think, it's gone around.
Yeah, he got a little oversteer, and then Maxi and Cliff just got past, but he tries to stay on the back of them. Also Tunturi right on the back of Frivronk now. He
is indeed, as there's a mistake.
It's a crash. It's Casey Bernard's Nussboxen. There had a collision there, I think. I think there's ring damage for Bernard and
left end plate.
And Nussboxen doesn't have any wing at all.
That's right, indeed, and it's going to be going to be interesting to see what happens with them. Liam has a 17-second gap right now. He does over second, who is Regard on fire. And just to say, I think it's about a 20-second to 22-second pit stop around here. So
yeah, it's just a long pit.
No,
it's not a long pit straight.
But I believe that he could pit in a couple of laps' time and actually get in. But there's a mistake, and I think that's DeMiles has made a mistake. Yes, he has. He's crashed.
DeMiles is around.
Is he going to stay there, or is he going to wait for? He's going to wait for clean circuit. He gets back on now though, so he's okay. But let's go a bit further back at the field. Maxi trying into corner 1 a bit late there. He was trying to get past Gies, but couldn't get past Cliff Gies there. And he's going to try down the second DRS straight. Is he? Nope, too far back. And what about Invictus on Snull?
Oh, almost touched.
Yeah, but what do you think then with the tyres as we speak? Do you think Liam can wait a bit longer?
Have taken, learned retired in the pits from the miles, but Invictus learned from a few laps ago that it's not smart to go side by side into turn 4, so he backed out behind Snulle, but it's still hunting him down. You're talking about the tires between who again?
So just looking at Liam, he's on 11 lap old mediums. Can they last? And same for Snull. Can they last any longer, or would you pit in a couple of laps, or?
It's a really hard one actually. I'm not totally sure. I have been driving on this track since. Sorry about that. I went to bed 4:30 a.m. So real tired, but it's hard to say. I haven't been driving here since November, but I will guess they're on medium hard strategy.
I guess they are. Oh! Invictus has just tapped Snull, and around goes Snull. Invictus will have to slow down and probably let him pass, but Samitsky gets the position then, and so does Frivronk. If you watch the stream back, you will see what happened with Invictus. We were on board with him.
I'm gonna take a look now. Oh, he just breaks very late, but he at least is good behavior and lets Snull pass again.
Yeah, but that also lets Smitsky and Frivronk passed as well. But anyway, back we go then. Well, actually, keep on this battle here with Snull and Invictus.
Big fight for P3 at the moment, though, between 4 drivers.
Indeed it is. I believe anyway, if I was what Liam should do, maybe 15, 16 come in and then you can get some hards on or go to the end.
Yeah,
would be a good call.
Now on the back of Cliff G's. Too far behind, but maybe down to turn through. Cliff G's get a better exit and then that's the end opportunity there. But what about the turn around Snull? He goes for the dive on the inside there. And you actually have to cut the corner a little bit. But now Invictus comes right by there. Snull has a bad exit. And Invictus gets him. He's going to get to the turn on the inside also. Oh no. Snull has been into the back of the turn. And turns around Snull with wing damage. Chaotic turn 2 there. And I was on board with Invictus looking to the right side. And I see Tenturi getting touched in the back and spinning out.
Well, here we go then. That was just ridiculous there, I think, from Tenturi. He shouldn't really he broke. Well, I would say maybe he was ridiculous, but at the same time could have just been braking a bit too late there and just caught him there. But Passels has a great opportunity now to get past Snull, and he does very nicely there. Snull goes a bit wide because of his wing damage. So
Liam in pits on the hard.
Yep, Liam's come in, so a bit earlier than we thought, but Liam is in. Let's see what the others are doing. The two teammates, well, two teammates here, Bernard and with Jordan Fire, go past there, and Bernard gets out of the way because he's just been lapped. But here goes Maxi then for a second look into corner 1. Can't do anything there, and let's see if he can do it down into corner 2 here. Can he on Cliff Geese here? He's been behind him now for 3 laps. Nothing done there, he can't, and he's going to keep it as it is for the next couple of laps there. Well,
no!
What happened there? Oh, he just spun it. He just spun it, I think, and just hit the wall.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the track with one of his front wheels is off.
Oof. Off goes Samitsky, has to go wide. This surely is a safety car.
This has to be a safety car. There we go.
There we go.
Safety car. And I'm not sure which drivers this is a good strategy for. Thinking about it now, but actually,
great for Liam.
I would say maybe Invictus and Ferre. They went very early onto the mediums. I would take this opportunity to put them new mediums if they have another set of mediums. And as long as it doesn't take softer when it's just tires, they will have 2 medium tires. And on this track, I don't think anyone would choose softer. So the drivers should maybe have an extra set of mediums, and if I was any of the drivers, I would actually put on mediums now. We see Frivronk does that, Smitsky does it, Invictus does it. What about Passel? Top 3 drivers, none of them did it, but Passel, he's going to go into the pit. Same does Tenturi, Ferret goes in, Cannonball goes in. They're all going into the pits now. So probably going to put on fresh mediums then. And then top 3 drivers, if they doesn't pit now, what do you think the strategy is? Because they know that now everyone else is behind them is on fresh mediums or soft fresh hards also, and that could be really interesting. Maybe with Cliff G's and Maxi.
For Liam, it's a bit of a not very good thing for Liam. I've got to be said. Why I say that is because he came in literally on the same lap as the came out of the pits, and by the time he was out of the pits and into corner 2, the spin was already happened and crashed into the wall. So for Liam, he is at a bit of a disadvantage. Don't know why Cliff Keys didn't come in. Maybe because he knows that the hards can probably last and he's staying on them. Maxi as well. Don't know why he didn't come in. But everyone out from 4th all the way down to P number 12 pitted. They did there, so that is a lot of cars there. Let me give you the rundown then, because it is safety car out right now, and we'll go for gainers and losers as well right now. Your biggest gainer right now is Fivronk up 7. Your biggest loser right now is Bernard down 6. And actually it was a Jordan on fire down 13, but he's out of the race right now. He is here. So it is Liam first, Cliffkey second, Maxi third, Fivronk 4th, Samitsky 5th, Invictus 6th, Tunturi 7th, Pattles 8th, and Ferrer 9th, and Cannibal 10th.
Bernard into the pits and retires.
So 11th is Snow, 12th is Snow Boxon, and then it's I'm Silas in, or I'm Silly, so whatever you want to call it. I'm Silas, sorry, in 13th.
So we're waiting for drivers to catch up with the. Oh, this is very bad. Like for certain drivers, like Silas. What are drivers we got here? Ferrer also, maybe? No, Ferrer's not. But I see that. I forgot it. Silas, he has been lapped. He's like the only driver, and he's in the middle of this field. So really unlucky for him, because when it starts now, he will have to let everyone pass.
And yeah, and just to say as well, by the way, if you are wondering about Division 4, they're on lap 14 right now, and have on lap 14. So they're about still 2 to 3 laps behind us anyway.
Yeah, and at the moment, let's talk about it. I think OWR Gata has actually just spun out. So there's an update for Division 4.
But yes, with this race, I believe, because the last 2 cars have just got up. Oh, as I speak, safety cars coming in. So Liam will get them around this circuit here. He's now entered sector 3, so he has literally got this corner and 2 more, and then he can release the car and go. The safety car turns around the penultimate corner now. It does. On to the next straight it goes. So Liam will probably go in about 5 to 6 seconds time. It will, safety car is in the pits, it is. So when Liam wants to go, he can go here. He doesn't have to go until the last corner, or even after it, if he wants to here.
I will guess he's actually going to tell Cliff G's when he's going for it, since they're teammates.
He's gone. And away we go then. Cliff Keys gets a cracking start as well, because I think, as you're rightly saying, he's told him to go. But there's a mistake in the background here, and there's cars going every which way in the background, because they're trying to get past that lapped car. They are indeed.
Ferrer and Papsel going side by side through turn 1. Different tires, but Ferrer get past. Certain interrupted there, but as you said, Silas having to let everyone pass, sadly.
He has indeed. Closest battle in the top 10 now is this one, which is Fivronk trying to close up to Maxi here. And he's looking like he's trying to get through here. Let's see, he's going to go side by side. It looked like there. Backs off a little bit. Fivronk does not decide to go through in the chicane, which is yes, you can do a late lunge into the chicane and maybe get past, but it's 50-50 there. It is indeed. As we just had a comment come through. Bernard says, "I'm sorry to the Red Bull who lost his wing due to me losing traction on track. Is near impossible to drive without brake assist on here."
Freakmonk almost been out there. It was the second last corner.
He does, but yeah, unlucky mate. You'll come back strong, and We appreciate you apologising. But here we go then. Let's see what Maxi can do then. Is he going to keep the position here, or is Freebron going to overtake him? No, he's not. But look at Invictus here, right on the back. Samitsky, and as we speak, Tunturi, great move down the inside and gets through.
Yeah, actually, I think Invictus hit the back of Samitsky and lost an end plate there, it looks like.
Who did? Invictus, let's have a look and see if he's lost a bit of end plate. You say he has. Yes, he has, I think. Yes, he has. Right side. Oh, Ferrer into the hairpin, into chicane. I mean, now he tries to get past. Has he made a stick? He has, but that meant Invictus had to slow down, and that lets Cannonball get past Passels.
Yeah, Invictus having lots of problems now with the wind damage.
He is indeed, and already Liam's got a 2-second gap over his teammate. He has here, and when they cross the line this time, by the way, DRS will be enabled. It will indeed here, as you can see. But here he goes then, does Vivronk. He's closer than ever to Maxi here. Let's see if he can get past here. He pops the ERS on a little bit there. Now, I think he's taken it off now, I think. I'm not entirely sure because I didn't see. I can't see the ERS. All I can see was a little green bar, then it's taken off to orange on his steering wheel. But let's see then what's going to happen here around this part of the circuit. Can Freebronk get past Maxi or not here? Let's see if he can or not. But it's great racing around the whole field here. Still got 13 racers. Bernard, Rajord on fire, and DeMiles have 3 of the ones who have retired. Oh, so and Bernard's left the session now. He has, and there's sector 1 off, and that is that it is. It's Invictus made a mistake.
No,
or was it? Oh, okay.
Invictus just got out of the pits actually.
Okay.
Went on to his old mediums.
All right then. There he did, but let's see then what's going to happen here with Silas. So with Ronk here, is he going to get past Maxi this time? It's really interesting to see because as you can see, Cliff Geese is holding up Maxi, Fivronk and Samitsky and Tunturi here because he's letting his teammate pull away and get a 3.3 second gap here. Let's see what can happen here then. Is anything going to happen here? Let's go a bit further down because there is a battle going on here. Side by side they go. Does Passels now going to get past Snull? Is he going to make it stick? In the inside. Yes, he does. Through he goes. Very nice. Is it actually stuck? Yes, it is. Good move.
Oh, Freak Rock! Oh, Freak Rock has a little spin there, loses the back of his car, and then Smitsky goes wide also in the 2, and Sardar's going side by side. Smitsky backs out of that, then comes Centuri, and yeah, it's Robert Freakman going wide a centimeter from losing his wing. Then Smitsky get past, and Smitsky almost touched the wall, and Centuri just getting a first row seat on all of this drama. A yellow flag, that's Silas with another spin, I think. Silas really unlucky there, but we got a DRS train going.
Oh,
Silas has left, and there's a safety car.
I don't know why the safety car. I really don't know why the safety car's out, but we have one.
I think it is because Silas left the session while out on track. There's nothing else that's happened now. This is real. I think. I'm not sure who's the winner and loser of the safety car, but one of the winners is Invictus, because now he can catch up to the field again. But I can't see any other reasons there's a safety car.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't see the reason why there's a safety car out here, really, but it's going to be Liam leading. Let's see if anyone's going to pit this time or not. Liam should and put on some maybe mediums, or if they really want to put on the softs, but that will not last.
not soft. That kind of
No, softs only last about 8 laps, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, if you're gonna add early as possible safety car and onto the soft, it has to be lap 25. Then with the safety car, you can probably go for that. Liam stays out. Cliff, what does he does? Stays out. Max stays out. Freaky stays out. Smitsky stays out. Looks like everyone stays out. Or Snoozebox goes into the pits. Oh, same does Nulla.
Let's see then what happens then here as we're looking now at the leader coming to the safety car. Safety car now starts moving. If it's anything like a league I was in a couple of weeks ago, this game, you can tell the game is not the greatest when this happens. But basically what happened was, coming out of the first corner at Spa, underneath the old start line lights, where they used to be on the old start line heading their way down to a... Yeah, heading down to a Rouge and Radion. You know the where that banner is. The safety car was stopped there. The leader came down at like the speed that you have to go for safety car. I didn't realise safety car was still there and crashed into it and retired.
I've seen videos of stuff like that before. It's just this game sometimes.
But luckily safety car has moved, so we should be getting green in about next lap. So I'll be back in a second because I've just got to quickly do something, but I will let you have the floor.
Thanks, James. And we can quickly take a look of position change. We got Liam leading. He has gotten 6 places up. Freak Rock 7 places up. Cannibal 7 places up. Snoozebox up 6 places. And the biggest loser here is Invictus because he has lost 8 places. He's about to catch up to the field again. Tenturi and Smitsky has had a little collision actually. Tenturi gets a 5 second off that, but Invictus and also Snolle will catch up to the rest of the field now. And next lap, sorry about it, but the next lap the safety car will probably go in, and it will then be Snolle also catching up and getting back to get some racing for the last 10 laps then. Every driver has done or top 3 is on a 1 stop. Then Invictus has a 3 stop, and the rest of the drivers have a 2 stop. Let's go with penalties. Cliff G's, Ferre, and Snoozebox, and those are the only drivers without any time penalties.
Well, that's a lot of animals.
Really interesting one.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Looks like a good here's a quick look through the tires. We got the drivers on hard tires. It is Liam, Cliffy's, Maxi, Tenturi, Ferre, and Cannibal. The drivers medium, we got Freakmonk, Smitsky, Snushbox, and Pastel, Invictus, Snolla, and Silas. And now, very soon, you will get a message on your screen saying safety car in this lap probably.
Rock music or pop music or dance music. There's something like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something like Bed, by the way, that song. If I say like Bed, then, you know,
Or
I could play that and...
Or not.
You know what I mean?
That's very weird.
Song Bed.
Could it be because of Stylist's car maybe, that his car has catch up? If so, that's very weird. Because he's already left 1 time. But yeah, the safety car stays out another lap, so another lap with safety car then.
And it's fine if you were
Probably because of Silas' car. Oh, and there's a Williams into the pits.
Yeah,
That is...
and also,
it was Tenturi going into the pits there. So then he will also have to catch up to the field. So So the Swedish driver leading off this race with his teammate right behind him. So McLaren 1-2. Very impressive race from the McLaren team today. The Red Bull being a little bit unlucky, and they have to fight a lot to because they're fighting for the Constructor Championship as well. The McLarens and Red Bull. Take a look at 4th division. They're on lap 22. Oh, forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, it's a fight for the lead here. You can see some drivers have been retired, crashes and stuff there, I think. But still they're a little bit behind us as we get safety car in this lap, as we have been waiting for.
We do indeed. I am back now. So we'll be moments away from getting this race back underway. Here we will on a circuit here. Again, Liam can tell him when to go and when not to. Safety car finally pulls into the pits now, turns around, the last corner safety car goes. So do the leaders and all that now. So we are about 30 seconds away from getting this race underway. Here we do.
Oh, and there it goes, and Cliff G's almost looked surprised about that. I look at Freak Monk, already get Maxi. Maxi and then go side by side, are gonna go side by side with Cliff G's, maybe are they gonna go on the inside dive? He goes on the inside, it touches a little bit. Freak Monk almost goes around, Max around outside. Ferrer and Smitsky gonna go side by side now. Can Smitsky get this overtake done on the outside? He can't have the back out of it. Further down the field we got Pastel and Terry going side by side. Oh, and can Pastel keep that position? They're going to go side by side through turn 3, and we see Tinter having to back out. That Invictus almost goes into the back of the Williams driver.
What a crazy start that was, and oh, that's a late dive there into the corner there from Cannonball. Has Cannonball done it? Yes, he has. Very nice move there. He's trying for another one. Cannonball looked like he was trying to get past Ferrer. There he was, but couldn't there. He couldn't. Ferrer 360. There he couldn't, but unbelievable there that is. What a race this is turning out to be here. It is the restart. We have literally, this is 10 laps to go, just to tell everyone who's watching Division 5 right now. Please do, of course, smash like and subscribe so we can get over 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and of course boost the range that people can watch it. Then it goes on more channels and more homepages and stuff so people can watch this. But what a crazy start to the restart here of part 3 of this race. This is here. Oh, Cannonball makes a little mistake. Is that going to let Smitsky close up here? No, it's not. Snore can't even close up either. But Pattle's on Snore here. Let's see if Pattles can get past Snore here. No, he can't. But here he goes then. Oh, a mistake from Pattles. He's hit the wall.
Pastel and Ventura, I think it was a little instant there.
I was on board with Battles, didn't see what happened because I went up to look at the battle which was developing between Ferrer and Gronk.
Invictus with another time penalty. Championship leader. Beamer unlucky here today. Had 3 pit stops, I think it was. And currently in P9 with some penalties.
Yes, he's had
behind
3.
What?
He has had 3 pit stops, by the way.
Yeah, so really unlucky for the championship fighter. Oh, and still makes a mistake, and Invictus can't get past. Almost, Loose Boxing can't get past still also. But again, Liam takes off the lead incredibly. Really good start for him. Having a lead of 2.5 seconds, and behind it we got DRS enabled and along DRS train, but the drivers can't open their rear ring before next lap. And look at Cannonball and Ferrer. Cannon goes right. Ferrer tried to defend that position, but I think other side by side. But Ferrer keeps that position.
He does, and Cannonball nearly made a wobble there, an oversteer in corner 1, so going to get through in the kink and then corner 2. But he's going to try this time maybe to get through or not. The problem with this race is that it's just Liam gets cracking starts and pulls away, and then Cliff Geese tries to defend, and I don't think he can. Stenturi just gets past Snow there, he does. Very nice move there from him. But back up we go then to look at Cannonball and Ferrer. Ferrer, I think it's how we're going to say it. Here he does. Let's see if we can get past him or not. It's really interesting, though. Let me tell you, though, it's really interesting because look at the penalty situation. 9 seconds for Cannonball. Ferrer has 0 seconds of penalties. He does. So what it looks like at the moment is it looks like Ferrer's going to get a podium. It does here because Maxi and Fivronk both have 3 seconds.
That would be really interesting if Ferrer in first race in TTML could get a podium.
It would be interesting, yeah. And of course, it's his. He is the only driver. He could still get a podium here because he's, as we say, no penalties and they've got 3. But we'll have to wait and see here as we head a bit further up the field. Now we will see if it's going to happen here with Maxi. Fivronk has been behind Maxi now for about 6 to 7 laps. To push there, he has. When we had the safety car, we had the first safety car. Then we had a break of about 7-8 laps. Then we had the second safety car, and he's had. The problem with this safety car is not getting past Maxi here, and I think he really wants to here because I think he may have, as we just quickly have a look now, quicker laps than Maxi. Maxi last lap set a 18.9, which was one of his quickest fastest lap of the race actually for him, and for Fivronk last lap was a 18.8. So it proves to me that Fivronk is quicker than Maxi here, and he's just being a little bit held up here. As they head around here, they do, as Cannonball still trying to get past Ferrer. Here he is. But what do you think about this restart there?
Really interesting one, and also now, of course, you got 5 laps left of the racing. They got DRS, and there's really interesting fighting here now. We see Tenturi right at the back of Invictus. Invictus trying to climb places back up again. But Tenturi is on the soft tires, and it will be easier for him to try to get past someone here, maybe.
It will, maybe. Let's see if it is. But yeah, as we can see now, very interesting as they head around the circuit. Closest battle is this one we're watching now, as we said, Tenturi, Invictus and Samitsky. But anything can happen in this race. It could just be that a little mistake from one driver here could cost them the race, as we say. But yeah, it's still Ferrer still could get a podium here today, as we say. He's 1.3 behind, and that makes it 2.7 behind. He is Maxi here, so could potentially get a podium in his first race, as we say. But let's see then what can happen here. Is he going to try and get past down the DRS straight here? Will Invictus here 4 attempts behind Samitsky, and that is 2 attempts is Tenturi behind him on the softer compound of tyres, which will only last another 4 laps here, so may just make it to the end. Here they will then, Liam in the lead by 4.8 seconds now it is. Tenturi trying to have a look here, but we're looking further up. Samitsky there tried on Cannonball, but couldn't make it through, and Cannonball's made a little mistake there, and can Samitsky close up and get through here into the next corner? He's going to have a look, but not do anything. No, he's not going to do anything, but he had a look. Oh, a mistake!
Cannonball spins out! He had an oversteer and tried to straighten up and went straight into the wall, and it's a safety car on lap 31!
Yep, safety car will come out and will come in at lap 33. So we get 2 laps underneath safety car, we will here. Will Liam, I bet you Liam will pit for softs. Some will anyway.
Oh, this is a hard one because but if Liam pits and Smitsky with a drive-through. So much happening here.
There is indeed so much happened here. Let's check if anyone's going to pit. The only guys who will pit here, maybe I'm Silas and maybe Passels. But Passels stays out here. I'm Silas does as well. Well, I don't know about I'm Silas because he hasn't come. Yeah, he does as well. So everyone's staying out here for literally 1 to 2 laps worth of racing. This lap and maybe one more behind the safety car, and then we are done for tonight. Here with safety car, and then we go for the last 2 to 3 laps under full green. We will hear, let's see, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here around this circuit, as we should probably get this lap as our last one behind the safety car, maybe 1 lap, but normally it's 2, so we'll have to wait and see here. Here we will, but it's cracking racing. It will be here to see what happens. Another question as well is, how old is your brother? Because as I wanted to tell you, I have a sister who is older than me, and she is 22.
Yeah, of course, safe car will over next lap go in, and we'll get last laps of racing. Liam, this is very good for Fair and Cliff G, since they doesn't have penalties. This is what they can gain on, and but the driver, all of the other drivers, this will be a really interesting one.
Just wondering how old your brother is, because just curious to know. And I have one sister, as you probably know already. She is
Cannibal, I mean, he says in Discord he lost the car, and sorry for the safety car, but of course real bad luck for him then. And we see actually some drivers going into the pits. Smitsky, Passel and Silas. And Smitsky will have to go in again because he has to drive through the penalty.
Yeah, sorry if you just heard me speak just for a second there. Somebody just messaged me, so I just replied to them. Sorry about that. But
no problem.
But yeah, so we are back here then. This should be last lap behind safety car, and then we will get a 2-lap sprint, no DRS, 2-lap sprint to the finish of this one. It's exciting. It's been very exciting, this race has here tonight. Just to tell you that in Division 4, a car's gone spinning in Division 4. They're on lap 31 out of 35. They have a safety car now, they do, because of the spin there from one of their drivers, from Storm, I think it was, who just spun, or somebody did. But yeah, we are here though, underway in this league. Thanks to everyone who has been watching tonight. Please do, of course, smash like if you want, if you do enjoy. But this is last lap under safety car. It should be here, and we should be green in about 25 seconds time to 30 seconds time. Yep, safety car is coming in, so 2-lap sprint now for the guys who are racing here for us tonight here on TTML. They are here, Division 5. This is here your bottom division that always provides you every week cracking racing. And again, we think Liam is going to storm away here, or he will tell Cliff Geese when he goes. Maybe Liam and Cliff don't speak, who knows, but we're going to see if Liam and Geese do speak or not. But here we go then, we're moments away from getting our 2-lap sprint underway. Liam enters the final corner and has gone. Has he gone though? Let's have a look. Yes, he has. He's gone. We are back into A green, and we've got a crazy start again. We have 4 cars. Literally looked like they were going to go side by side. A few cars did there, and I think Pariahs, we've got a battle on here. Oh!
Another big crash. Whoa! What has happened there? I'm gonna be honest. That's literally one of the biggest crashes I've ever seen while commentating. I just saw so many cars went straight ahead, like. What in the... Yeah...
just...
I can't find word for what that was.
All I can say to you is they're still battling here, and it's gone wide, has Samitsky, and he's lost a couple of positions there he has. What happened, by the way, very quickly was Snow came in, broke late, clipped the side of Cliff Geese, and spun them both around. And around goes Invictus, and he's down to P9 now. He gets back going now, but he's down to P10. That is not good for him there. It's not. Liam now has a 2.9 second gap over the rest of the field. Make that 2.7 now. He does. Unbelievably, what a race it's turned out to be tonight. This has.
Wow.
Ferrer here is, sorry, just to say, Ferrer is 2 attempts away from getting his podium. He will get it anyway because of penalties, but he could actually cross the line and actually get a podium on track.
Indeed, he can. And so much happening on these 2 last laps here.
Here he goes. Let's see if he can do it here. And has Favron got past Maxi? No, he hasn't. Maxi makes the road too wide there and couldn't let Favron couldn't get past. Liam's got a 4.4 second gap now. 4.1, sorry, second gap, and has pulled away and broken away. But here goes Favron. Down the inside he goes. Has he made this stick? And he spins. Maxi's in the wall. He's back on circuit now. But it's not going to be enough. It's going to be Ferrer who gets a second in his first race for this league. Take a bow, mate. What a crazy last 6 laps we've had. Or actually, last 10 laps.
Yeah, it's been incredible. See Liam now going into the 3rd sector for the last time. He just got to stay away from another 3-second time penalty, and this victory will be his. We see a yellow flag. That is Invictus. It looks like has had a problem. But the McLaren, the Swedish driver Liam KFC, he has driven an incredible race. Going to go through that last car race. He's going to take the victory here today in Hungary at Hungarian. Then we got Edsar Freakmon cross the line in 2nd. But Ferrer will take that podium in his first ever race here in TTML. We got Passel taking that P3 as Snoozebox can get pushed down because of penalties. Cliff G's in 4th. Wow, what a ending.
Here comes Invictus and Maxi across the line. They do now. Maxi takes P8. There he does with no front wing at all. And that is it for racing tonight. What a crazy last laps. 3rd safety car wasn't really much crazy after it. 2nd safety car, so crazy after that. And so crazy after the 3rd safety car. And well done to Passels. I give him driver of the day as well. By the way, just to say as well, we will be giving our driver of the day, the commentator's driver of the day, out as well, and then we'll put that, if you are on our Discord, guys, we'll pop that in the Discord in the driver of the day section, and find that. But who would you give driver of the day to then, as we watch the podium celebrations?
Real hard one. I think I have to give it to Ferrer. Just
same.
First race here, and yeah, just incredible.
Yeah, I agree. I would give it to him as well. As there they are, spraying the champagne to the top 3. That is being incredible. Now we're going to try and get a few of the drivers in. Here we are to have a post-race interview. So I will give you the top drivers here, the top 10, and then I'll give you them all because I think we're going to get the drivers in here. So it's Liam winning 52 minutes and 16 seconds by 2.4 seconds of a Ferrer. Passel 3rd, 4th Cliff Geese, 5th Snowbeckson, I'm going to call him for tonight. Tanturi in 6th, Fivronk 7th, 8th Maxi, 9th Invictus, 10th Snow, Samitsky in 11th, and I'm Silas in 12th, who were the finishers. Your non-finishers were Cannonball, Bernard, Rudyard on Fire, and De Miles. What a race though that was. Only a couple of drivers, pretty much 3 drivers who were your 2nd, 3rd and 4th who did not get penalties that race. What a race that was around here. Yes, it was good until the 1st safety car. It was okay after the 1st one, but after the 2nd safety car it was manic till the end of the race. What an absolute fantastic race we've had there, and that is why we all in the chat who are watching, all of us who are watching this race tonight, love Division 5.
Yeah, we see Liam is already in here, but we're going to start with Ferrer since we have not so much time. But Ferrer, quickly, your first race in TTML and you start off with a podium. How does it feel?
It feels good.
And Hungarian, not a very famous track, not popular track. What do you think about it?
It's a difficult track, and I don't know how to say it in English. It's not my favorite track, and I have problems with that track. Yeah.
Next week, you're going to your home track, Spa-Francorchamps, Belgium. Looking forward to that one.
Oh, I'm gonna try to win.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
Of course, do you have anything else you want to say here before you have to go?
No. That was fun.
Yeah, we're just going to say well done to you. You've got from both of us here, just to say our commentary drive today.
Thanks. It's a very difficult race.
Yeah, I can understand one looks like a lot of dramatic things happening and action. But again, congratulations on your first podium here, and we're gonna let you go then and go on to the next one, next driver. And Liam, what an incredible race from you and taking that victory. How does it feel taking another victory here in Division 5? And you got a lot of safety cars, and the last safety car there, or of course that's the second last one. I can imagine some thinking about the drivers behind without penalty, oh no. But then again, we see your good pace just taking away. But on the last safety car, how scared was you thinking about drivers without penalties?
I was really pissed off. Like four laps left, and they take off the safety car. I just G's gonna win this. It doesn't matter for me because we're in the same team. And then I don't know what the fuck happened there, but it was really tough to take because it had been good, a really good point for the constructors.
So just to tell you what happened, basically Snull came into the corner, forgot to brake, came in and dive bombed, like tried to cut on the inside 4 cars, and as he did that, he just clipped the back wheel of Cliff Geese and he went off. So it's it was stupid.
And another question for me: do you and Cliff Geese sit in party together under a race?
Yeah, and we talked about it. We talked before the race what strategy and everything we're gonna do. And if someone is faster than the other one, we're gonna let the person be.
Yeah, because what I was thinking about on the safety race start, did you tell him exactly when to go?
No, we didn't talk under that, so it was difficult to say that where we go. But the second safety car restart, I don't know what happened to the other ones, but I was like 1 second behind in the first car.
Yeah, I saw that you got a very good safety car restart. But next week you're going to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. What are you thinking about that track?
I like that track. I like the straight. The long straight. That's a really good overtaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just,
a beautiful and good track. And then over to you, James. Question from you to Liam.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop up the championship table and see where you will be after that win. You'll now because of that will be in second in the championship. Are you trying to get the win of a championship or just get as high as you can? Okay. That is good. And were you, last question, were you surprised with the pace of people tonight when you had that gap of 15 seconds? Okay, and the last question from me anyway is with qualifying. So we go back all the way to qualifying now. Was it surprising that it was dry tyres on that wet surface, or was it dry enough to have the dry tyres? Drier.
Tell it in. You can.
Dry, yeah, dry, exactly. Dry. So, and then fun to chicken. I was messaging with him, and he said I should go out to the meeting. But thanks to him, also.
But yeah, I don't have any more questions. But as always, since I'm a Norwegian and I can live with Swedish, I just have to congratulations, Swedish. Jättebra kört. So then we told about Belgium next week, and again congratulations with the victory today. Absolutely incredible driven from you.
Thank you.
And with that, James, of course we have our drivers today, fairer from both of us. So
Yep.
over to you, so you can finish up.
Are you looking forward then to next week in when we go to Belgium?
Of course, it's. I was about to say I'm trying to avoid these swearing when I commentate, but I'm
Just-
really looking forward to the Belgium track, because it's such a beautiful track with so good racing, so many overtake possibilities, so much that can happen. So yeah, really looking forward to that.
Okay then, you can find that, by the way. You can join us next Friday for that at 8 o'clock. Oh well, at around 5 to 8 for that race, UK time that is, by the way. You can join us for that. But I've been James, and I don't think I've got anything else to say tonight. So thank you again, Oliver, for joining us.
Real fun as always, and of course remember to subscribe and click notification bell to get updated when we are live every Friday here in Division 5. And of course, as I told you about in the start, the charity race night, the 20th June, 6:30 p.m. UK time, and it will be racing for charity at a hospital. I don't remember the actual name of it now, but racing for charity for research, treatment, and equipment.
Yes.
To help. It's going to a good case.
It is. It's going to be for helping causes of stuff, and that, I think, research goes not just in England, I think, but the hospital is in England. Great Ormond Street, I think it is. So yeah, it's a good hospital to do charities for, and it needs the fund. It relies on funding, so that'll be good on the 20th, as you said, of June. So yeah, join us for that then as well. But join us next week, of course, when we go to Belgium. Would be good for Division 5. But well done again to Liam for winning, to Ferrer for coming on the podium, and to Pastels for coming on the podium as well. But thanks again, Ollie, for joining us. I've been James Boyle, or James, and we're going to go now and leave you to it. So from all of us here in Division 5, it's goodbye, and we'll see you in Belgium next week. Bye.